Alright guys, I'm back from my break.
For a little bit.
A little bit.
We hope.
Today we're looking at Founder's Mosaic Promise. This says it's a hopped ale. It doesn't say whether it's a pale ale. It doesn't say whether it's an IPA. It's coming in at 5.5% alcohol with 50 IBUs. So we're
Sounds like pale ale, yeah.
Yeah, it could be a pale ale. I'm not sure. It's got a fancy cartoonish type lady on the cover with red hair, green dress. I guess that would be inclined toward the Irish side.
Yeah, like fantasy, Celtic fantasy, single hop ale, mosaic.
Yeah, so it's more likely a mosaic hop.
It says Colinda Art Glass. So it's probably a company they collaborate with that does art stained glass.
Right.
Okay, I had this once, but it's been years, so.
Yeah, it's refreshing. It's what I call a beer coming out of the hot weather, going into the cooler weather.
Yeah.
You want something with a little bit more body, robust. You'll get this from this.
We're in September.
Founders beer.
September 20th.
Thank you, Founders, for keeping up the good work on turning out good beers as well as other beers that we don't really like to drink.
I had the Founders Barrel Runner.
I heard mixed reviews on the barrel runner.
With the rum barrels. I liked it. It was $4.29 a bottle, but you know, I scored it an A-. Now, if I'm paying $4.29 a bottle, it shouldn't just be an A-, right? It should be like an A+.
You're going to get the most of that.
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, today I'm just tasting. Okay. So it's a black in a purple can. It's got some artwork on it, and if you look right at it, it is along the glass.
Stained glass, just.
Yeah, stained glass, and what some folks would call mosaic art.
Yeah. It is an ale and it's pale, so
it's clear. It looks more along the lines of a pilsner. Sometimes pale ales have a little cloud, a little thickness to it.
When you smell it, you're gonna smell fruit galore.
Yeah, fruit. Like tropicalness, tropical fruit.
You know how you get that canned pineapple?
Yeah, yeah. Without the heavy sugar background on it.
Yeah. All right.
And it smells good. It smells like it's gonna taste really well. So let's go ahead.
It smells very mild, you know.
Yeah, it smells to me like an IPA without the bitter back note. Somebody else turned something out, and every now and then some of these craft brewers will turn out something that they gear toward the IPA market, which is like a light beer. And judged by the alcohol and IBUs, I'd say this is probably one of those.
Not a light beer, but lighter oriented. Yeah. And with your medical thing with your leg, you can't drink but a little bit each day, so you're going to take it easy.
Right.
And the audience was asking about it.
Okay.
Not too much information, but everybody was asking, how's David?
I'm doing well. I'm getting better every day. I'm under physician's care right now. So, according to the physician, I can have 1 to 2 beers a day along with my medication.
This will count for 1 because we're doing half and half. You know.
Right, and you know, there's days where I don't even drink at all. So.
Oh, good, great.
So you know, Thursday I didn't have anything. Yesterday I had 2 beers. So thanks for inquiring, kids, and getting better.
Yeah, well, that's nice that people are asking. There's a little mild bitterness and some fruitiness. It's pretty simple.
How did you rate this against the all-day IPA that they put out?
I remember this from years ago. I think it's.
Now you did say the all-day IPA, and I'll agree with you. It's
like
the only session
IPA that I can
you
tolerate.
like.
Yeah, the rest are just
and
like
I'll agree.
Hoppy water.
Well, it's the one thing I like about the sessions, and I'm kind of getting a little bit of this in it, little bit. You drink it, it doesn't go straight down. It's kind of like a sponginess. It's left in your mouth,
yeah,
your tongue and your palate, and you're like.
But I had so many session IPAs, and they were just like vacant, like they was
just
something
drops
empty.
off.
Yeah,
right.
Something empty. This one isn't that way. This is like a nice, pleasant, mellow non-challenging pale ale.
This is what I like in a session IPA too.
Yeah,
This is like you ever made coffee and you're like, okay, those grounds are still good, and then you put like half the amount of grounds in it and half the amount of water, thinking you're gonna get the flavor out of the coffee grounds, because there's nothing wrong with it. Older people you see all the time, they reuse their tea bags. So I try it sometimes, and sometimes I wouldn't get the right mix. Sometimes you get it right on, and then sometimes you're just like, yeah, this was bad, so you dump it out and you make fresh coffee.
Yeah,
so some of them are like that.
Interestingly, that's the whole concept behind Canadian Mist whiskey, but that's another story, where they talk about that in their video for Canadian Mist, how it's like making tea with a used bag.
Right.
On purpose.
Yeah,
anyway.
there's nothing wrong with that, but I believe there's an art to taking something that's already used, that can be used again, and trying to extract flavors and notes out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to know what you're doing. When
right.
you're just throwing it together.
That's why I use the analogy of coffee. Sometimes I'll do that with my coffee. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I just made coffee yesterday. Yeah, it might gross some of y'all out, but I just made coffee yesterday, and I just like put 2/3 the amount of coffee in the same amount of water and see what we get out of it. And sometimes it comes out good, and sometimes you just train for it.
I think this is good, and I can't remember my score from years ago, and that's a good thing because it's not influencing me, but I think going back to that time, I believe I gave it like a B+, and I'm not sure about that. I could be wrong, but it's something in the good range. Like, it's good.
It's good, but it's kind of a misplaced beer. It's not really like a pale ale. It's not really like an IPA. It's not really like a hopped pilsner, because we've had those before.
It's not an IPA.
Who made that hopped pilsner? Wasn't it not Southern Prohibition? No, not them. The guys out of Shreveport. Who are they?
They make Grace and Grit.
Yeah, they were on the front line for a long, long time, and they kind of hit the back burner.
Yeah, I just had some of their beers. Yeah.
Great Raft.
Great Raft. I was thinking
Great Raft turned out. They actually took their pilsner and they changed the recipe and they introduced hops into it, which is fantastic. I think it's a delicious beer. This is along those lines. So if y'all have the ability to pick up Great Raft, of course it's a local Louisiana beer for us. And some may argue it's a local Arkansas beer or local East Texas
or
beer.
Oklahoma. Yeah, isn't that tri-state?
It's up in that northeast corner that's way, way far from us. But this is along the lines of that beer. So if you ever been interested and you're in the market, Louisiana market, and you want to try this, and you've had the Great Raft hop pilsner, that's what I call it. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've had it. It's really good. No. It's their regular line. It's one of their regular line beers.
I have to look at the website because I can't remember their name. Let's see, they had Reasonably Corrupt. Man, there's no use going into it. People can look that up.
It's a pilsner beer. You'll see it. It's hopped. It's delicious.
I think this is a good introductory craft beer for somebody that's used to drinking like Bud Light and Pabst Blue Ribbon, because it's not too strong, it's mild, and it could get them into the...
It's got a heavy bitter note for a beginner.
Yeah, but it's not too bitter.
No. But you gotta like bitter, like I like to eat collard greens, and I like to eat, foods along those lines that carry a little bitterness to it, like blue cheese.
There's a lot of fruit character with this beer, though, from that Mosaic hop. A lot of fruit.
Yeah. So if you're not into the bitter, I could taste the bitter over the fruitiness. Now, the fruitiness is on a note.
And see, I'm getting the fruit over the bitter, so it's kind of a little crossover there.
Hey, we all have our different taste buds, and we all taste things differently.
So, what would you score? I'm saying B+.
I'm going to give it a solid B because, like I said, I feel that it's kind of a misplaced beer. It's something like in between. So you really can't classify it as a pale ale, an India pale ale, or a hopped pilsner. It doesn't even say what it is. It just says ale.
I think it's just a pale ale.
But it's missing that body that you give it an ale. That's not there with a pilsner. That's what I'm saying. It's more, to me, the body is more along the lines of a pilsner. Like pilsners are, to me, have a little bit more wateriness to them than ales. Ales are get a little bit more body and a little bit more pungent to me.
We need to do Pilsner Urquell.
Yes, I agree, 100%.
Yeah. All right. Well, on draft, even better. All right. Thanks for watching this video production. Laissez Le Bon Temps Relais. A good or very good beer, depending on how we both look at it, but we're still in the B range, and we're going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Jefferson Parish, Louisiana.
Peace, kids.